Good morning everybody, Sid here from Sid's Repurposing, back in the garden this morning. Yesterday I had a bit of a session and got a few more plants planted. So what I've got here in this tyre plot is some Italian parsley. Moving along next door to that, these are what I'm becoming more and more certain are self-seeded lettuce. So these little fellas here, they're false caper, so they're a weed. So there's more self-seeded lettuce here, and then this is Italian parsley, and I've got these tyres here waiting to go. Bit of compost ready to be dug in. A little bit of an anomaly to me that the compost is in plastic bags, which I then have to get rid of, but once I make my own compost that'll not be an issue anymore. So I've planted this tyre out, so that's got an heirloom cauliflower in the middle with 4 garlic plants around the outside. I did, there's a bit of anecdotal evidence to say that garlic assists with the pest control, so I thought, well, it can't hurt, so I'll throw a bit of garlic in there with them. So around the other side of the tyre there's also some other cauliflower plants, and then we've got lettuce, mixed lettuce plants in around here. So the heirloom cauliflower won't stay true to type like an heirloom should, because it's got the other cauliflower around it, if I let them flower and pollinate the heirloom. But if I harvest them before they flower, the heirloom will stay true to type, and the seeds I can generate off that will be that same purple cauliflower. So the next tyre, big tyre, so this one will probably have some root veg in it, a few carrots, maybe I'll plant some beetroot in there, maybe some turnips. I don't really particularly like turnips, but it's probably something you can sell through the community store perhaps. So these tyres need to be just boosted up with a bit of compost as well. They might have some spring onions and chives or something like that in them. Maybe a few spinach plants. Maybe I'll put a rhubarb plant right in the middle of one if I've got a big rhubarb plant there to get. And over here I've set out a little raised bed with hay bales. So that's actually a chook run, but it needs some building up. The soil needs to come up in it, and it's rubbish soil. And so what I'm going to do with the hay bales is I'm going to fill that middle section with some of the semi-composted wood chip I've got. So that'll be 3/4 filled with that. I'm not going to put any wood in the bottom of it, because when I've finished I want to be able to take the hay bales away and rake them around the yard to boost the soil up there. And then I can possibly plant some chook fodder in there, because there's a chook shed just there as well. So I haven't used this yard for probably 12 months, so if I get it up and running, and I can use it for a brooder yard like some of the other ones there. So that's where I'm at with the garden at the moment. Here's another little, these are the false caper plants. So that's actually a declared weed here in South Australia, so they won't last very long. They come out quite easily, and they don't like, and the thing that tells you the false caper is that white sap that comes out of the stem when it breaks. The false caper is actually a stomach irritant for animals, so the sap causes a bit of stomach irritation to them, so it's semi-toxic. Anyway, I shall give you another update when I've done a little bit more. Thanks for watching, and catch you all later.